fact, most of the things that are taught to them are silai or papad making or achar making and things like that. And why is it that because you're from this background, you can never move up and on to other things? And so we really wanted to create a space where the girls could become absolutely anything that they wanted to be. So through her and through a lot of other girls here, we've really learned that the purpose of education should be really to help each girl find her path and her purpose in life, and not try to force them into being part of a system that doesn't accept them anyway. There's so many kids in India who commit suicide and struggle through education and have so many different issues because of the pressure of formal studies. And I think that especially this has been a really interesting challenge for us, because the formal education system has basically closed its doors to these girls, and we could just stand around banging on the door saying let us in, but instead we've just chosen, there's plenty of other options over here, and let's go create our own path. And that's what we want all of our girls to be able to do. At Kranti, we do a lot of different things that focus a lot on becoming agents of social change. So we do a lot of different programs through which the kids kind of, whether it's TED Talks, whether it's, doing workshops for schools and NGOs and companies on gender equality, on trafficking, on sex work. They're basically trying to use their life stories to bring about change in mainstream society. And aside from working with these girls, another of Kranti's big aims is changing mainstream mindsets about sex work, about red light areas, about these kids. And I guess one of our big struggles has been that, mainstream mindsets are very, very discriminatory when it comes to these kids. I think in the last 5 years, it's happened like 3 times that we've been kicked out of homes that we were staying in, because when we rent a place, we tell people that we're working with orphans, and then eventually everyone finds out where the girls are from, and then they kick us out. And, I think this is a really hard one for the girls, because we have traveled the world doing theater and different programs where the kids go out to share their stories, whether it's for, like I said, TED Talks or whatever it may be. And when you do a theater performance, there's a big standing ovation and people go on and on about the amazing work that you're doing and wow, how brave you are to come out and share your story and things like that, but it just doesn't translate to facing less discrimination on the ground. The biggest dream in the world is just that we would have a space that's our own, a place where we can run our home and our school out of and not be kicked out of. And yeah, I guess that's the big Kranti dream right now.